What's going on, y'all? It's your man Peasy P's up in here. I'm out here in these streets. You already know. I'm at the Heart Bar at the heart of Bushwick, Brooklyn, 538 Hart Street. They were gracious enough to allow me to come in and deliver to you guys my next review for the Circle NYC mid-season premiere, episode 8, entitled You Can't Sit With Us. And the streets can confirm that I'm always out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? This is my stomping grounds. Right, streets? Say what's up to the people. And, alright. So here we go. The last place we left off on the series is at the Royalty and Bar Showcase, which happened over the summer. And you had Melly B and his silly ass freestyle with the dog ears and the dog nose or whatever. And Earthtone and Bugs were not really taking him seriously. So we move on to the actual showcase, which was a pretty lit situation. You had all types of artists there. Genuine Beauty was still salty about I.K.P or whatever the case may be. She shot her shot and missed, and it was what it was. David Boone was there. A little bit of the cast was there. And the Alliance came through. You already know. We killed it. But at the same time, I don't know who told me to be on stage with a goddamn camera. It looked really tacky and it looked stupid. And then the videos that I took, I threw them away anyway. So I'm just like, all right, I'll never do that again. There were already 1,000 cameras there. So I don't know why I felt the need to do all of that. But at the same time, it was still dope. Lot of lights in my eyes. I could not see anybody, but what I saw in the show is everybody was digging Keep It G. Everybody was running for their money, and it was fire. It was always fun performing that record. We always have a good time when we get together. And on top of that, we got to perform with Bugs Gutter. We got to debut perform our song Make a Wish, which was the collaboration that we did after Swanee and Bugs settled their little tiff or whatever the case may be. So, you know, overall, Royalty and Bars, it's a wrap. It was lit. It was dope. It was fun. It's always fun. After that, you got B-Hawk on his little date with Sir Knight. I guess they said they friends, but you know, it's a little bit complicated situation. Kind of know about that, but you know, it is what it is. What I took note of is that Sir Knight, I think, is the founder of, what is it, Black Trans TV. I believe it's a web series. I haven't gone to check it out yet, but I actually like that, you know, there is another platform among the LGBT spectrum, because it's such a large spectrum, a lot of nuance. And from what I've observed from the transgender is you see a lot of spotlighting on male to female trans people, but not a lot on the female to male. They don't get that much visibility, but they are out there. And not for nothing, Sir Knight a cutie. So B-Hawk, I see you. But you know, aside from that, I just like that, you know, people come up with their own platforms to kind of give ourselves more voice. That shit is needed in times like these. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the whole LGBT spectrum. Let's keep doing our thing. And I'm going to harp on that a little bit later. All right. After that, speaking of which, you got David Boone, who has his podcast with his partner in crime, Yaya. I believe that's his name. Don't sue me if that's not his name. But y'all had the podcast, and it was lit. It was cute. They had their little drinks. It was talking about all types of shit. It was a bit all over the place, but I just commend them for actually having that platform and setting that up for themselves. Because like I said, we need to get as many voices out there as possible. After that, you got Melly B. He was out there getting his life, doing his little dances in the middle of the street. Wow, I guess he was out there with a whole bunch of, I don't know where he was, or you know, he was just out there chilling, doing, getting his choreography on. I'm not sure, but That was cool. It was cute. I'm gonna leave it at that. Then you got Michelle LaFontaine, who was, I believe, auditioning for Nightfall. Nightfall, if you remember from before that, Bugs Gutter and Earth Tone and Tia Carter, they did a song for Nightfall. Michelle LaFontaine was auditioning for the namesake film that the song was for. So it was interesting watching that because people still don't really understand where Michelle LaFontaine is in her transition. And this is why I say more voices of the trans persuasion need to be out there, because Michelle said herself that while she performs in drag, she doesn't feel comfortable doing that, in public in real life. So I believe that that's important to note, because not everybody transitions at the same rate or goes through the same experiences. So, it was just interesting to see another perspective of that, and how I guess they were the casting people, they were discussing how that would play out in the movie. At least that was my assumption of it. Then we get back to B-Hawk. B-Hawk was chilling with his friend, Ava Gray. And another note on B-Hawk. I seen B-Hawk's video, I think it's for Voices Out, and he was talking about his trans experience, or excuse me, his coming out experience, and I remember that during the date B-Hawk had with Sir Knight, B-Hawk prefers the pronouns he, him, masculine pronouns, but he also identifies as non-binary, if I'm not mistaken. So I just would also like to know from B-Hawk how he reconciles those things. It's not necessarily anybody's business, but being that, as he said, he's a public figure now, it would be cool if he would elucidate 25-cent words already. Let us know, shine some light on how you reconcile those things. After that, after B-Hawk goes out, I think they went to the movies between him and Ava Gray. You got Earth Tone and Troy Weeks. They were meeting up. Troy Weeks is another soul artist. They were meeting up because Earth Tone is doing a release party for his album Gourmet. Gourmet, you already know. If you have not heard it, shout out to Earth Tone. Go listen to that album. It's fire. It's bars all the way through. One of my favorite songs is Rabbit Farming, and it's a dope record. So Earth Tone is planning his release party for that, and I assume that later on in the series we're gonna get to see how it all came together. But it was a very dope listening party, and Troy Weeks showed out. I think Troy Weeks is also featured in one of the songs on the album, and it came out really good. And the album, like I said, is fire. Need to go check that out. After Earth Tone meets with Troy Weeks, you got Chavis meeting up with Michelle and Melly B. Well, Chavis was he was initially meeting with just Michelle, and then Melly B pops up like some leprechaun, talking shit again, starting some shit. And listen, what I need to happen on this show is I need everybody who ain't fucking with Melly to get together, jump his ass before the series is over. You know what I'm saying? We need to see that. We just need to see everybody get on their job and put this motherfucker in his place, because again, just doing too much. Like, nobody wants your man, but obviously if Michelle wanted to have your man, she could. And again, you know what? I'm not even gonna address that no more, because I really don't know what the whole beef was. I just think that everybody need to come together, stop faking the funk, and shut his ass down once and for all. Okay? All right. Moving along, you got Earth Tone. I think this is the last scene. Earth Tone gets his massage because Earth Tone likes to show his ass. And I'm like, all right, first of all, Earth Tone doing acupuncture. I remember he was, I think he was Instagram live in that, not Instagram live in that. He had it on his story. So I was like, this is interesting. And then, come to find out that it was a whole, he had to get his relaxation on because apparently he's a bit overworked, feeding the thirst buckets out there. Now, the only thing I got to say about that is where was Tom, and was there a happy ending involved? The people want to know, and is there secret footage of it? The people want to know. Get that OnlyFans account, Earth Tone. Get it, because the people wants to know. Holla at a scholar. All right. All jokes aside, I just also wanted to take the time out because we had an unfortunate turn of events just recently. We had one of our own, and I'm saying one of our own because he's a black gay male, visible, just like, he's like us because he identifies as gay and he is out. He's a black man, but he's also a high-profile entertainer, obviously. And this is exactly why I do what I do. And I just wanted to let that be known. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. I'm a rap artist. Basically, what I do is I report what I see. Because we don't always have CNN or MSNBC shining a light on who we are. So I, as a rap artist, have taken that role to basically share the experiences that go on in my life and try to relate those to people who look like me and identify in the same ways that I do. You know what I'm saying? So in that way, I feel like Jussie Smollett, although he does have a higher profile, he is just like any one of us. And the fact that that happened to him is concerning. It's very much concerning because we are already under attack as black people anyway. Now we have people who blatantly thought or saw that they could just victimize this person because of those same reasons. So if someone like Jussie Smollett can get attacked like that, it's not safe for any of us out here because that could have been any one of us and any one of our friends. And I just wanted to put that out there that this is exactly why I do what I do, and I'm not going to stop fighting for what all of our rights to be seen as an equal person to anybody sitting next to me or standing next to me or living. I don't see myself as any less, and I don't believe that I should be disrespected in any kind of way, no matter what your prejudices are. So that's why I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep fighting until either things get better for us or, or until I pass away. Whatever comes first. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's a sad turn of events. And this is why, and I'm tying it to the circle because it's important, because we don't have anything like the circle on mainstream outlets. And that's why I think this is an important platform for everybody to share their voice. And this is why I keep harping on people sharing their stories and using whatever platform they have available to tell their story. No one else will be able to tell our story better than we can. So I just commend everybody who's involved with the show. Keep doing what you do. Get home safe. And that's real. Like, that's cap right there. Like, get home safe, because we just not safe out here. We're not safe. So, that said, I wish everybody, all the love in the world. because it's getting crazier and crazier the more the years go by. So thank you guys for at least, you know, sticking around and paying attention, or at least, you know, at least taking the time out to listen to everything I have to say. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel. I have my mixtape out, Peasy Royale King Me. You know what I'm saying? I just concluded it with my last single, which is playing right now. It's called Dip. And I created it with another queer artist, producer, by the name of Minecraft. Like Minecraft. Alright? So, thank y'all for listening again. This song is out on IGTV. It's also out on YouTube. Check it out. And I'll see y'all later. Again, be safe. Peace.